Hi, I'm Carol Wheel, and I teach at Jane Court Grammar School, and I'm teaching Key Stage 4 students about William Blake's London poem. I want you to take your poem, and I want you, because it's all in alphabetical order, I've taken away all the grammatical words, I want you individually to highlight the 5 words that really stand out to you. The poem I've decided to do in a completely different style to normal. I'm not going to give them the actual poem in front of them as it exists. I'm going to make it alphabetical. I can take out any grammatical words like a, and, the, and at, and there I'm left with the bare bones, the real poetry words that I want to explore. These words are the ones our class noticed first of all. What do they have in common, perhaps, for this class? Anyone bench an idea? Jack?
They all suggest fear and darkness.
Can we perhaps put 2 words together that you would link in that way?
Blood and midnight.
OK, so there we got that one, and linked together. OK, blood and midnight. That's suggesting perhaps murder. Horror movies. So we've got already an atmosphere in this poem. We're sort of getting that just from a few words. Now I'd like you to, and your partners, to go through and to find any more patterns. Remember, it's patterns you're going for. They will open out the poem. The key learning objective for this lesson is that the students will be able to explore poetry in a critical and imaginative way. It's an open, unstructured way. They're left to their own devices in one sense.
We've got the idea of Black Plague, the London, because of all the words that relate to darkness and all the words that relate to death.
The manacles, they're handcuffs, so we thought that would link with weakness because when you're handcuffed, you can't do anything. It makes you feel weak.
They start off very slowly, but now they're starting to get more confident with what they're doing. That's the openness of this particular approach, and some people are realising that actually they can make connections, and it's working for them. And when they get to see the poem in its entirety, they'll be quite surprised how accurate they were.
I thought it could be set in London because it's got London and Thames, and then it's got chimney sweepers, and chimney sweepers are most common in London.
So what do you got? You've already got context.
Yeah.
And I didn't tell you which context it was. No. OK, we know full well it's last century or the century before that because of the chimney sweeps.
Yeah.
What else are you getting there from that? How about the word chartered?
It makes it all seem like organised because it all seems rather deathly, but then you've got organised.
Organised death?
Yeah.
Ooh, that is good. If you knew the real context, you have got so close to cracking this poem.
If you see it like this first, then you read the actual poem afterwards, it tends to make more sense because you understand the words better.
I think it's easier having it like this because then you can look at like each individual word and like discuss its importance.
Right, okay. 12? Is that 12?
We've moved from language now and spotting patterns. The most important part then is look at structure. And so what I've done is I've jumbled up some of the lines and given them some lines in the correct order. They can then put the poem back together again. Basically, through exploration, we're rejigsawing the poem, and eventually they'll see the entire whole, and it'll make a huge difference to their understanding.
So the rhyme scheme's A, B, A, B. So we street and me and rhyme. And then fly on one. Next one.
You have 1 minute to memorise as many words as possible from this poem. One person from each group will then come forward and they'll write down as many words as possible and see which team gets the most words. One of the most important reasons why I use this approach is because I want the students to go on a learning journey. I want them to explore independently, to have fun doing it, and to get to their own conclusions. And I've seen they're quite confidently analysing a very difficult poem. And go. Oh, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 words for that lot. 20 words. Let's have a look at yours then. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Oh, Sir Stuart! It's the winner. Yay! That was phenomenal. For reluctant learners who normally wouldn't want to touch a poem like this and to have picked out any information from it and make connections, they were incredibly engaged. And the last game, the collective memory game, where they really had to use all their poetic tools, I was really pleased to see that some of the most reluctant people were the most engaged and won.